certain people claim to become ex-Muslims? Why do they feel the need to leave Islam and then their obsession is to talk about Islam online?
Hi guys, I have a big personal update to make. While there's been a lot of wins lately, hitting 100,000 subscribers, getting married, after working 2+ years at my company, I'm quite sad to say that I lost my job yesterday. This came unexpectedly. As far as I can tell, it's not related to my activism in any way. Simply a restructuring, the needs of the company were to save money, and so they let me go. This happened to me before, back in January 2023. At that time, I was freshly divorced and didn't have the stability of mind to consider what I really wanted to do, which was YouTube. Now, I can definitely get back up and get another job. But should I? With my new wife Huda on board, we are just killing it. People are learning from the way we share our genuine experiences, highlighting the problems and dissecting the religion and its effect on the world. Mrs. Friendly Ex-Muslim is also working full-time on the channel, and that makes 2 of us. You might know that this isn't exactly a walk in the park. Speaking about Islam in particular has a very real risk and effect on one's life. Lubna recently, as in I think it was just today, had to take down all of her videos due to threats of violence on her life in the UK. What we do for the betterment of the world. Money is just a way to make things happen, a way to create time for what's important. And what is important more than ever is to speak honestly about Islam. Extremism never really goes away. It's always there, waiting to pounce. You have the rise of these famous dawah men like Hakikaju, Hijab, Ali Dawah, and others who unapologetically promote the worst things in Islam. And their fan followings are growing. If there's nobody to speak against them, we're going to see more and more countries get taken over by Islamist teachings. This isn't fear-mongering. This is just basic common sense. If you continue to let bad ideas spread unchecked, the world would be worse. YouTube is a fickle beast though. Sometimes you can make money and sometimes you just can't, which is why I also have Patreon. But my Patreon is quite small, with just 55 paid members right now. 55 members plus some YouTube members are keeping the channel alive. I'd like to use my brains to benefit the world in a bigger way. I'd like to be able to push back. That takes a lot of effort, time, planning, strategy. We're going against think tanks like Yaqeen Institute, Sapient, Bayina, Aira, and others that literally have millions of dollars in funding. Teams of full-time paid team members doing this work. The Muslim community holds them up. Are you going to hold us up? I'd like to be able to say I gave this a shot. I have a bit of money and severance pay that will keep me going, but without more patrons, this may not be viable to continue full-time, and I will have to return to full-time paid work. Same with Huda. She may have to work outside the home, and this channel will stagnate. You know, we are tackling these things in ways that nobody else is. We're bringing a unique spotlight onto Islam despite the personal risks to ourselves. We do this well, and having a woman on the team is priceless. There just aren't many women who are able to speak about this freely. Just look at what happened to Lubna. So let's make this happen. I can survive maybe a month or 2 max, but to make this a full-time thing, I need your help. Please join me on Patreon with a small monthly donation. Whatever you can do helps. If you can join the higher tiers, that's even better. I'm not someone that likes to ask or take, but I think the time is right. You can either be a friendly ex-Muslim supporter, Muhammad's worst enemy, Kafir AF, or the top tier, which is Islam Wrecker. And my wife Huda is going to share what this channel means to her as well.
Hey everyone, I wanted to come on here as well and give my own thoughts and words. You know, for me, this is something I never in my life imagined doing. For many years, I was simply a viewer, like you, on the other side of the screen here. My husband, David Wood, apostate prophet, and even Abu Imran al-Mexiqui helped me in my journey out of Islam. I used to play these videos to listen to on my commute back and forth to college and as a part of my night routine before bed. It was my way to make time for myself, being a busy single mother. Now, I am married to Abdullah, a man who, unbeknownst to him, helped me with his videos throughout the darkest years of my life. When Abdullah and I first met on Patreon, he reached out to me and thanked me for joining him on Patreon. I didn't expect a personal thank you, so what did I do? I verbally vomited my entire story on him, just bringing awareness to how he helped me and highlighted what I felt was important for him to know and talk about regarding the convert experience. I figured I would tell him what I felt he needed to know. assuming the natural course of this conversation would be to never speak again. I just wanted him to know who his newest supporter was and how he helped me. Little did I know it wouldn't end there. We would continue to talk, meet in real life weeks later, and fall in love. Abdullah was my first relationship since my loss 6 years prior. Before I left Islam, I tried to get remarried as a Muslim, but obviously Allah had better plans for me. You know, when you're single and widowed in this religion, you start to feel hopeless about your own life as the years go on. There were many times I thought I'd die alone, never to be remarried again. Little did I know that when I left Islam, that's when I'd truly find happiness again. I never imagined in my life that I would become a voice on my husband's channel. Prior to lending my voice, I took a laid-back approach of suggesting videos to him, helping with scripts from time to time. As time went on, we started doing videos together, still hesitating to create my own content. This was a new world to me, a learning curve of recording, editing, and so on. However, once I started contributing my own voice, video ideas, and my take on my experiences as a convert, you guys made us aware of the impact I've had on you. For many years, in the darkest days of my life, I wished there was someone creating content that I could personally relate to, someone like myself who converted and left. I realized through this channel that I was becoming the person I needed many years ago, and it has been both rewarding and healing for me personally. I feel as though I have finally been able to put to rest a lot of what I've been through and switch my focus to helping others. I deeply care about the experiences of women and converts to this religion, and I've talked to so many that have been personally hurt by what this religion brought to their lives after becoming Muslim. In the back of my mind, I realize there are so many others silently suffering, like I once did, and they wish there was someone like them speaking out, validating the poor treatment they got from others, helping them navigate the cognitive dissonance that plagues their mind about leaving versus staying. One of the signs that someone is processing their loss in a healthy way is their ability to adapt and move forward, recreate themselves post-loss. Prior to meeting my husband, I did that by finally finishing my education up to a master's degree. For a few years, I grinded my way from no degree to a master's, and I'm very proud of recreating that part of my life. Now, I am recreating myself in a new way. I am lending my voice and lived experiences to you guys, sometimes with sarcasm and a little deadpan humor. I appreciate every single person, from whatever religious background you have, and the encouraging and kind comments you've left regarding the content I put out there into the world. I look forward to seeing how this community grows, and I'm hoping to talk to many of you in the future on a personal basis. Perhaps we can live stream together and laugh, cry, and tell our stories of how we all left this religion together. This is my appeal to you. I do not like asking for help. This is not my style. But without your help, making this happen full-time will not be feasible. Doing this work in a serious way requires a significant amount of time on my behalf. The videos you guys see, whether they are 8 minutes or an hour, often take multiple days to complete from start to finish. Creating an 8-minute video does not take 8 minutes. It can take days. For example, the reaction video I did about Ellie, that entire script took me about 8 hours to write from start to finish. Also, I often spend my free time looking for content, researching, and reading books to refine my knowledge on various relevant topics. Also, I am new to this world of creating, so learning how to cut videos, insert them into scripts, then recording and editing again is something I am learning every day. My husband and I are completely a team on this channel, where we support one another and simultaneously work on growing the channel together. By giving whatever you can to us, you are helping both of us continue bringing content to the world that changes people's lives and helps them overcome challenges often faced by those who doubt or leave Islam. Please join us on Patreon now.
If you can't afford to do this every month, then consider joining the smallest tier, which is a tiny amount, rather than joining and canceling. We can do great things together, and you can be a part of it. Those 50 or so of you active patrons and 30 or so YouTube members, you're the best, and I'm so grateful to you. Even to former patrons who have canceled but have supported me over the last 7 years, this channel has saved my life in a sense, gave me a purpose and outlet to deal with the awful things that continue to happen in the world. We get lots of thanks every single day for opening people's eyes and changing hearts, and we can't stop now. Join us and reap the rewards of virgins. Actually, I'm just kidding. You won't be getting any camels or virgins, but you will have a gratitude and you'll make the world a better place. I've made many friendships and relationships over the years, and I want to keep going. Let's do this together. Commit to pledging whatever you can afford now. Hope this landed well with you, and you're now clicking that link and joining. This is Mr. and Mrs. Friendly Ex-Muslim, hoping you're going to join us, and signing out.